Hi parents, Miss Sacomani here. We're going to take a look at guided reading, My Big Bear, Book 6. As always, you'll have this follow along slideshow to tell you exactly what you need to do. So let's begin. I'm going to try to get through this one a little bit quicker. We're going to begin by talking about a sight word. So look at my he, has, and a. And what you could do for your students is write it out on their piece of paper. So I'll do that quickly for you. So we have look at my, and there you, it's a really good time to talk about, it's not my, like kids will spell it M-I, it's my, not M-I. Then we have he, so he has, get one more, and and that's an easy enough one. Okay, so again, take a look at those sight words with your child, break them down, talk about them. Same thing we usually do. What I did though today, actually we'll talk about this after. Talk about that stuff after. Okay, let's take a look at our book. Come nice and close. Okay, so we have my, so M-Y, this is a sight word one. It doesn't sound the way it's written. So my big bear. Okay. Look at my big bear. He has a big nose. Now take a look. We had two sentences here. This is different from our other guided reading books. And we know that there's two sentences because we see that they ended in a punctuation mark and they both started with an uppercase letter. Look at my big bear. He has a big mouth. Now, has is a great word we could try sounding out here. So I'd circle and then I'd ask my students, can you sound that out for me, please? Huh, as. And then let's take a look at the word mouth. Mouth. Here we have those rude brothers, that T and H. Look at my big bear. He has big eyes. Very tricky word. Just gotta memorize that one. Look at my big bear. He has big ears. Now here we got two vowels again. And when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So at this point, parents, a lot of students will be ready for this. You can write out vowels for them. So A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So I'll write those out. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. And my students know that vowels are, vowels have generally two sounds or more, and that they say their own names. So A would say A and A, E would say and E, I would say and I, O, actually it's three sounds, O, U, and A. And then we have U that says and U, and Y says ya and Y, and sometimes it makes the E sound. Let's get that one. So A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. When any of these two are beside each other, walking, only one of them does the talking. So take some time now and explain that rule to your child. I won't obviously go into very much detail with you in this video, but that's what I mean when I've referred to it in other videos when I say when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So ears, we don't say the A. And it seems like a big concept for kids, but you say it enough and they'll eventually understand it. Look at my big bear. He has big arms. Look at my big bear. He has big legs. Look at my big bear. He has big feet. Now, I want you to take a look at that page and see, my friends, if you can find the screaming E's. And if you found them here and you circled them, you are correct. Now, can you sound out this word for me? Eat. Look at my big bear. He has a little bear. So we see this change and the introduction of a new word, little. So little is the opposite of big. Okay, now let's take a look at the book again, and it's your turn to read. So here we go. Well done, Kinder. Good for you if you were able to read that book. Now we're going to look at the writing activity. So this writing activity is a little bit different. Review the sight words used in the book, as always, and then write the sight words out on pieces of paper like this and cut them up. And I added two that weren't in the book. I added we and I added the. You're welcome to add see, it is, all the ones that we've talked about all year long, or since the second half of the year, and all the ones that we've seen in our other guided reading books, add those, throw those in. Here's a little word bank, and the reason why is I want the students to choose the words from the bank and build the first part of their sentence, because what they're required to do is they are required to find two items in your house. One that is big and one that is, oops, sorry you guys, not small. The word that we used was little. I'll change that. Okay, and then we're going to, so once you find those two things, I have a little cup and a big pot. Okay, so you're going to draw out two separate sentences. So what we're going to do is we're going to write my big bear at the top, and you can put that in front of your student to help them. My big bear. And then I want the students to write two sentences. Look at my, and then one for the big item and one for the little. Big pot, look at my little cup. But before, have the students build that sentence in front of you. So I'd need to find look, at, and then they'd have to find my. So that will help them, that will aid them a little bit. So we always begin our sentences with an uppercase. Look. Oh, I'll flip it this way. How about that? Look